So welcome everyone to day 4 of the Get It Done Challenge. And if you are new here in this first day, it's okay. You can look at the replays that are in the platform, and you can just go to SolJoy with Anna Choi on Insight Timer to get those links. We are going to go to the power of resistance, or not resistance, that was yesterday, power of 100% today. So to recap, we've gone through the power of one goal to focus on for the week. And then we did the power of planning, breaking it down into 4 steps. And then we did the day 3 was the power of resistance and how to flow through that. And so naturally what happens on day 4 is the power of 100%. And what I mean by that is when we were doing these exercises of resistance and then you suddenly release, energetically your body continues to circulate and flow. And that is what I mean by 100%. It could have been called maybe the power of flow or 100%, but we want to utilize, just like a dam on a river holding back water that's resisting, and then when you bust the dam open, the water shoots through. And we can use that in getting done now our 3rd or 4th action from the 4 steps of our goal. So hello Wendy, welcome. So for, again, those of you just joining us, you can really quickly think, what's a quick goal I can do in the next couple days? It could be a habit that you want to start, and then your 4 steps are just going to be doing the habit every day. And then you can take a look at the other videos for how to, which movements we've been doing. So for 1, we've been doing, we'll go through all of them as a recap today in a few minutes. Okay, but I want to hear in the chat, just share what's been opening up for you. How do you, on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being I'm 100% participating. Where are you on a scale of 100%? Let's say participation. So 5 is absolutely, I've been here every day. I've been doing everything. 3 is like, I'm hit or miss. I'm a little behind. I might, a day or 2 maybe. And then 0 or 1 is like all the people that just started. Haven't done anything yet, but will. Okay, so Joni's a 4, Gerblin's a 5, Laura's a 5, Liz is a 5, Aja's a 5. Woohoo! All right, that's why you're all here. Okay, good. Wendy's a 5, Linda's a 1, right? Just started. Okay, great. So I have a Zoom open as well. That's why I'm talking to 2 rooms right now. So you'll just notice that. Great. So inside of 100%, what we want to do is we've been utilizing resistance as a friend, and you're going to continue doing that as you take the action, noticing and observing any resistance that arises. And then you're going to, this time on your action, time yourself. That's right. So you're going to get your timer. Once you start taking your action 3 of 4, you're going to hit start. Notice any resistance that arises, and then keep going and apply 100%. And what does that look like? So let's brainstorm for a moment what that looks like, but you'll bring 100% and then stop the timer. And then you will rate yourself after that of how much of 100% you were. So it'll be a scale of 10, 10 being 100%, and 1 was totally distracted, not even paying attention to what you were doing. You stopped and started and it took forever. Maybe you never even finished it. So that's what you'll be doing today. And let's brainstorm right now in the chat. What does being 100% present look and feel like for you? So it's going to potentially be different, but you can go ahead and chat. What does it look like to be 100% present? What are the thoughts, feelings, body sensations that you know if you're being 100% present? So go ahead and chat that. And as people are doing that, welcome, Frisia. I also wanted to share that we will probably complete this class. It goes till 12:30, and at 12:20 we have time, hopefully 12:15, to do a Q&A. And the Q&A is just for an open-ended, any questions you have, because everyone who completes the 5-day challenge gets to receive a link for a one-on-one coaching call, 20-minute laser coaching call with me, where we'll look at what your goal is, where you're blocked, what's your challenge, and what's the best next step to get there. You'll also be eligible for winning 2 retreat scholarships, and there will be an action to, as the application will be a post of what you got out of the challenge. So the 15 minutes of today will be open for people to ask questions about the challenge in general, about, it could be anything in their life, about wellness, anything about achieving their own goals. It could be, I mean, it's really open-ended, and it's here to empower you to be fully in if you're challenged or struggled in other ways. I will do my best to support. Okay, and then tomorrow, day 5, as always, I always have something special for those that make it all the way to the end. More special. I'm already giving you prizes, but there will be nothing. There will be other things. Okay, so let's see. Joni says, 100% present looks like I'm not worried about the future or the past. Liz says it's magnetic. Melanie says it's grounded and centering. Heather says, for me, it's 100% of my attention is now focused on the task at hand in the present moment. Great. Ajna says there is nothing else in existence. Yes, a lot of times there's no thoughts at all. That's like one marker. Another marker is you're fully feeling all your senses, right? Colors look brighter. Smells are more subtle smells. You can feel subtle things. You can feel inside your body. Again, these are just markers. They're not necessarily going to happen to you. It'll be different for each person. But there's also a sense of no time. And if I'm super in flow, which is like when I'm doing music or at peak performance states in sports, I hear this all the time, stories of athletes, like you actually enter into like a different realm is how it occurs. And I remember one time in Taekwondo where I was so nervous, actually. So a lot of resistance. I was about to go spar and fight somebody that was like a national champion and way bigger than me. And heavier, like much heavier than me too. And I meditated. So I relaxed into it. And then this magical thing happened where time completely slowed down like the Matrix. And we're like about to fight, right? It's not me meditating on a mountaintop with the monks. And time slowed and I could see it's like I had this all knowing and I could see everything that was about to happen. And there was no me. I know that sounds. So I like disappeared and I was just all that is. And it was like this most glorious place of love and joy. And I mean, it's really indescribable because to put words kind of cheapens it, but it was like this space and it was fantastic. And I wanted to stay there forever and never come back. And it was just a few minutes. And then I came back to Earth. Oh, and I've had those moments in music, in nature, or on mountaintops, like with enlightened trainers or in temples, but never like fighting. Someone on a mat with like hundreds of people is so wild. But then I realized, oh, like this is why I'm positive, like Olympic athletes and high level athletes feel this a lot. And you don't want to get too addicted because that becomes then another source of suffering. But you get attached to it and you're upset if you don't get it again. But anyway, I'm just sharing. That's what flow looks like for me, 100%. So it was very euphoric, yes. But it was also not like a giddy excitement. It was like a nothingness. It's like I was the void. Okay, Catherine, complete lost in task. So if someone appears and speaks, I jump with surprise. Okay, got it. It was wonderful, Jude. Okay, so those are some examples of what flow is. So don't get too attached. We're just brainstorming so you have some sense of what I mean by 100%. Presence is what I'm talking about. So again, your task, and then we'll do our movement, our Qigong movement to embody this principle of 100% is you're going to Time yourself, notice resistance coming up, and then rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, how much were you in flow or not, and do your best as you're doing the task, the action 3 of 4, to just have nothing else going on and just be completely focused. And notice again if any resistance arises, just notice. Okay, here's our movement for today. So for embodying resistance, we will be on the floor. So if that's possible, I will do as you get ready, just a quick recap of our power of 1, right? And then we did our slow walking for breaking it down, the planning. I'm just recapping so you don't have to do it with me. And then we did all of our strength training with our arms and our Qigong squats in our lower squat for resistance. Okay, so now we're going into the ground 100%. So we're going to do 2 things where we're setting ourselves up to, I don't want to say do something hard, but just go ahead and shake like this, like a bug, like a dead bug. And you're going to shake your head, shake your legs and arms. And what we're doing is using vibration to clear and detox the body and open up the meridians and all the channels. If this is too hard on your neck, just lay your head down. Don't worry about lifting. Only do that if you want to enhance having a stronger tanjan and just challenge yourself, but don't push it. Listen to your body's condition. And then as you shake, we're going to do 10 seconds as hard as you can. So you might have resistance coming up already. I don't want to do this. What is this weird bug exercise? What the heck's going on? But just notice the resistance and keep giving it 100%. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to do 100% where you're going to shake as fast as you can. Okay, ready? 10 seconds, go. 10, 100%. 9, put your whole all into it. 8, nothing else. 7, let yourself go. 6, 5, 100%. 4, 3, as hard as you can. 1, and okay. So now we're going to do the power of 100% relaxing. And that means see if you can fully relax every muscle from the top of your head. Relax your face, your cheek, your mouth, your skull, your ears. 100%. Relax, receive. So there's no pushing here. We went from yang to yin, or in Korean is yin energy. Fully relax every cell and centimeter, millimeter of your body. Keep relaxing, surrendering. And imagine and feel relaxing your arms, elbows, wrists, fingertips. Relax your chest, your internal organs, your liver, stomach, kidneys, lungs. Relax 100%, your abdomen, your tanjan, hips, thighs, knees, calves, feet, and toes. Having your belly rise with each inhale, with each exhale, the belly sinks. We carry a lot of tension in the neck, shoulders, well, everywhere, honestly, but especially the face. So just see if you can fully relax your face, the bridge of your nose, your eyeballs, your forehead. Good. And as you relax 100%, I want you now to receive 100%. So we're going to raise up your legs into a sleeping tiger. Your wrists are over the shoulders. Your wrists are flexed up, palms to the sky. For your legs, they're 1 or 2 fist widths apart between the knees. You have a 90 to 120 degree angle. Flex the ankles and then hinge from the hip. Find a spot that's not going to kill your back and not too relaxed, but somewhere right in the middle where your tanjan, your lower abdomen, is engaged. So find that spot, hold it there, flex your ankles, flex your feet, be a solar panel, absorbing cosmic energy from the air, pressing your lower back into the ground. And now you're going to practice receiving 100%. So just imagine you're plugging into the universal source energy like this and just receive. There's nothing to do. Just inhale and exhale through the nose. You can squeeze your anus and collect more energy down your lower tanjan that way, or not, but imagine as you breathe in, energy coming like pillars down your palms and your feet into your tanjan. Collecting and receiving. So just practice 100% receiving. Good. Keep pressing the lower back into the ground. Keep flexing your ankles and your feet. And keep actively 100% focusing the mind on your tanjan, your lower abdomen. If it's easier, you can also inhale fresh oxygen down to your tanjan. As you exhale, release any tension or stress. Okay. Very good. Go ahead and release, relax. And you can come back to your seat slowly. And you can just put a couple words or a phrase of how that felt to 100% release stress and tension, and then 100% relax, and 100% receive or recharge. Now, a lot of times we are 50% or 10%, right? We're doing other things or our mind is elsewhere. So putting our mind, our body, and our emotions in one place, it's almost like we integrated the power of one altogether, right? You might have felt resistance coming up, that's fine, but 100%. We're not used to it. And it's distinct from flow. Okay, so we want to distinguish that when we have resistance, like a dam, and then there's flow. I wanted to make resistance from the shaking to feel the flow when you relax. Normally we do a whole class that leads up to that point. And so you can feel when you drop your legs the flow a lot easier. And then when you receive, you can also feel it a lot easier. But we just jumped straight to the thing to give you the demonstration. So you may or may not have felt it as much, but let's see. So for Laura, she feels tired. Yep, that's a good sign. I know that sounds weird, but we are unaware of how stressed we can be in our bodies sometimes. And so when we start yawning, that shows the body's relaxing. When we're tired, that's not a bad thing. It is what it is, right? There's not really a judgment, like we're trying to be one thing or not. Catherine feels more awake. For Joni, it was easier to relax after 100% effort. I had a hard time receiving, which is interesting. This is very common. We are not trained to receive very well. And surrender, receive, not like materialistic receive. Okay, and then Heather feels more aware of her body and it's in alignment. Okay, great. So over here on the insight timer side, hi, did I miss? Yes. So for those just joining us on the side, we are just sharing. We did a bunch of Qigong exercises and then sharing what came from those exercises. Okay, for Audrey says she feels more still and focused. Okay, great. So I'm going to open it up in these last few minutes for any Q&A coaching. I will attend the rerun. Someone just came in. Okay, great. So again, if you just joined us, you just go to SolJoy with Anna Choi, and you will get all the replays and things there. And this will all make more sense. So now's your opportunity. If you have any questions about what we have done or not, great. Otherwise, you can hop off and we will have a shorter session. But if you want to stay and listen in, that's cool too. So again, for those that finish the 5-day challenge, we end tomorrow and all of you will receive a couple prizes. So number one is you are eligible for 2 free scholarship seats to a 1-day retreat over the next year. Number two, you also get a one-on-one laser coaching session with me for free. So the value of both is about $600. So that's great. And what else? So if you have any questions in life or challenges that you just want coaching on, now is an opportunity for that. Any brave souls? For Jude, if time, would you mind talking over the noticing resistance challenge from yesterday? Sure. What specifically, Jude, do you have a question about that day? So typing, and you can just unmute as well and just speak up if that is easier. Might be easier to do that. Okay, so for Jude, just say what we have to do. Oh, well, it's all in the school. You're on there. So if you go to, I wrote you back in school today with like the link to the video and everything. And then everyone I think is clear on where to find. Everyone's been able to find the course fine, yeah, and see it. Okay. So yeah, you just go under classroom and then you go under 5-day get it done challenge. And then you go to day 3 and then you'll see the video under practice, day 3 replay, and then the post. And the post also says exactly what to do. So we talked about the strategy resistance as a friend, and then what I discovered from the power of resistance movements that we did, and then to comment on people's posts. Okay, great. Think you have what you need. Excellent. Glad to see your beautiful face. And then Melanie, 100% present. I've been in the space of multitasking. I'll repeat this session at home this evening. That's really funny. Okay. All right. Thank you, Liz. So I forgot to say, usually at the beginning of sessions, I'm like, all right, time to get present, right? So get rid of all your tabs on your screen. Like close the door, turn the phone off, be here in the present. It's fascinating in today's world, right? Modern day world, how bad it's gotten. Like you can have literally no one around you. You can be alone at home, and yet we can't be present these days because either it's constant notifications, but we're addicted or whatever. So we're like constantly like, oh, I need to go text somebody, and then suddenly we're on a YouTube, right? And what am I doing again? Or even just walking to the kitchen and you're like, I'm gonna go grab this thing I missed, and then you're distracted by like 5-10 things. So we have a very it was the attention scarce economy that's become now. I mean, unfortunately, with AI, it's now they're hacking into our attachment, the back of the brain, by having companions on AI, and there's kind of crazy things going on. People are like, sure, go kill yourself. You know, AI doesn't have a moral compass, and so it's very important now more than ever. Sorry to bring that heavy piece in, but in this challenge, what you're learning here is kind of critical skills to survive in the 21st century as well. I mean, it seems all nice and easy, but it actually is, I think, very fundamental to have your own mind and to be able to present yourself and to be able to work through resistance, because we're losing that in our next generation. I have a 14-year-old, and they have a whole different world that they live in. And so the more we can embody and demonstrate and activate and strengthen our ability, right, to be present, to focus, and to, you know, have a bigger capacity to handle resistance, then the greater consciousness we can tap into, and as a collective, right, for both enlightenment, but also just our day-to-day happiness. Like, geez, just on a very basic level, right? Anyway, so let's see. I don't see any other questions. I'm gonna follow Jackie. Can you post your next session? Oh yeah, so thank you, Jackie. So we will meet tomorrow at 12 o'clock. That'll be the last day of this challenge, tomorrow at 12 p.m. noon for half an hour. And if for those that come, there will be a special announcement for those who stay till the end. And then what else? Otherwise, I'll see you on school. Please join the Insight Timer group SolJoy with Anna Choi to get the link. And then there's a whole free course and lots of fun things on this side. What else? I think that's it. Okay, my loves, I don't see any questions, so I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you. Sending you lots of love and light.